before the spoilers as well, we had the actual chapter itself coming out for Fairy Tail. Very quick translation as well, and I've got to say, holy shit, everything involving NATSU and ZEREF in this chapter, I was getting fucking pumped, especially with all the stuff that's happening, and the fact as well that we could perhaps seeing the fight between NATSU and ZEREF resolve pretty quickly, as it's one of the only few things going left in the series now, as the fight between August, Gildas, and Kana has already come to its conclusion, but with a little bit of sadness between August with his demise especially. So firstly, I wanted to talk about it, and it's just the entirety of the August, like after all that stuff, I want to talk about ZEREF and Natsu in this chapter, especially the White Dragneel himself, as he's like, it was really fucked up starting up this chapter, as he just keeps screaming out, "Dad, it hurts, it really hurts, Dad, please stop this," and him just going, "I have no children, I don't have family either, you're just a demon I created, like, you're from the book that I made, get out of my sight," and just evaporating him right in front of, like, him, and it's just like, you did that to your own, like, friend, like that. He was not my friend, he was not my son, like that. He's just like, he was nothing to me. And the fact that Natsu and all that is saying, yeah, I know who the fuck you are and all that. Like, you're a brat who takes a father for granted. That's what you are after everything. And with that, like, just seeing them going back to back to back with each other, like that, I love that. And just even just like he was talking about, like, with like how like ZEREF or something, like, please don't get anyone near the guild and all that, you know, like, you know, while we're doing this fight and all that. And he's just like, he's talking about, like, you know, I've struggled so much and all that. I've tried to attain happiness and all that, but this body, it kills everyone that I love without mercy. I couldn't have a family. I couldn't have, like, friends. And I could not have happiness. I will never be forgiven. And he's just like, Natsu just fucking grabs him, and he's just like, this has nothing to do with family. It has nothing to do with forgiveness. You make your own happiness. This is family right here and all that. And don't say that you don't have one and all that when someone right here is in front of you, brother, like, calling him right there. That, like, when Natsu is even calling out, after everything that ZEREF has done to him and everyone, he still acknowledges him as his brother, and he's just like, this, and even that he's just standing there, he's like, this is surprising and all that, because, you know, like, he's like talking about this is also passion as well, what's going through right now, and the fact that he's like, you're right, Natsu, after all of this, and he's like, nah, that's not your name. Your name is End. Your name is END. That's because that's what you are. And I was like, oh, everything for, like, that part with Natsu and ZEREF was, I absolutely loved, like, throughout this entire chapter. I was loving the two of them going back to back, and it's a shame that that wasn't the whole focus on the chapter, because the majority of it was August stuff, but even still, I understand with the finale with that, is when August, the reason why he's been restraining and stuff slightly, and like saying, like, I was born with so much magic power and all that, that I pretty much neglected it, because my body can't even handle how much I've got, and it's just like, even with this body decays and all that, I am the most powerful mage of the Spriggans and all that, I will destroy this country with my power, and what he decides to do and all that, he's like, you know, I'm going to make you all turn into ash, like, alongside with my body, and his magic was fucking, like, weirdly powerful, as he's like, it's a magic capable of evaporating the blood of living beings and melting the earth, and he's like, an ancient magic known as Ars Magia, and I was like, what the fuck is this thing? The fact that, like, even made this is like, everyone go on defensive, everyone put up defense right now, and it's like, you know, Magnolia and all that, and he's just like, get out of my sight. And the fact that it's even affecting Mavis, like, out of all, and it's just like, what kind of mage is this guy? And this is what someone who's been a master of magic, and even since he was born, like, from two powerful magicians and all that, this is what you got from here. And it's just like, and even with that, he still looks to the fact that he's like with, like, you can see with Gildas, he's like, stay with me, Kana, I'll protect you no matter what, and he's just like, he still doesn't happen to that. And the fact that, like, you know, like, he even mentions that the only one capable of beating, like, His Majesty's son and all that is perhaps his mother, and he sees her right there as he's now about to blow everything up, and this is the one bit where you just see August just, like, hesitate for a second. And the fact that he didn't fully go through with it made that his body completely disappear. And it's like, this is why I know a lot of people say, oh, bullshit, like, he just killed himself. But I love the fact that it wasn't Gildas in the end. Like, I kind of, like, at least appreciate that, whereas, like, even where, like, how the chapter was, it's like, oh, that seemed really kind of fucking confused. It's like, wow, he went down immediately to that, and it wasn't even that. The fact that he took himself out for the most part, where it seems weird that, like, not the two most powerful Spriggans out of all of them are, like, both technically have offed themselves out of, like, me. So, yeah, ZEREF, you might want to fix that with your guys and all that. They seem to be offing themselves more than the actual opponents have been doing that to himself. And, like, that was something, but still, even when he saw, like, his body's disappearing and all that, he's exhausted all his power and all that, he's just saying, like, you know, even still and all that, regardless and all that, like, or at least once would have been enough and all that to be, like, held in your arms, like, mother. And it's like, as Mavis sees that, I was just like, oh, that's actually really fucking depressing seeing that. It's like, at the end of the day, you know, like a lot of people once saying all that, what they wanted most and all that, you know, just mother's love, like, for all that. And I was like, wow, it's like seeing all of that. That's like seeing his mother right at the last moment in his life and all that. It's kind of, I find that really messed up for August. And the fact that with that though, it's kind of addressing where it's like, why is everyone else like standing outside of the NATSU fight? Like, why are they not going to try and get involved with him and ZEREF? And the fact is that apparently Mavis knows a way how to save NATSU even after like the whole stuff with ZEREF, and it's like, we'll be able to do it and I'll be able to erase him from what there is, because Mavis has got a lot of faith in right now in NATSU, saying like, I have an idea and all that, what we'll be able to do with this. And the fact that it's like, you know, she's finally found a way to defeat ZEREF and all that, and that this is the last chance. And the fact that the next chapter is being titled Dragon Demon. So are we gonna finally see like the two sides of NATSU like kind of like coordinate, like kind of like working together again? Like, is that something we're gonna see? Because we've been talking about the Dragon Seed and the Demon Seed like for a while now. So that's something where I was like, I thought this wasn't going to be something we see, but maybe the fact that we might actually see what the Dragon Cry movie has even been sort of hinting at makes me really rather excited to see like what's going to be happening in the next chapter and seeing is this what the edge that NATSU's going to need to take on the fight. And plus as well, one of my favorite panels and all that is like both NATSU and ZEREF squaring each other out. The fact that like his power is so overflowing right now. You see ZEREF's like fucking hair blowing out with all this black aura around him. Same thing with NATSU, and the two of each other standing each other off. Like there was a lot of parts in that. I think like everything that involved NATSU and ZEREF in this chapter. I know a lot of people are going to question about the August thing. I kind of understood the more reason all that, but I do think like both of the fucking two most powerful Spriggans offing themselves off was a little bit weird and all that. But then again, I do appreciate the fact that at least this with August, I will say like, I will happy that, you know, like a lot of people were bitching that, oh, Gildas took him out and all that, and I'm at least happy aware that I can retract my statement from like last chapter saying I hope he didn't get down by that. And if anything, like I do prefer like he tried to take everyone fucking with him, and it was that one momentary distraction when he realized that was his mother right there. That was the thing that like took him out in the end, like that. Where he's like the one thing that would have been able to fucking stop him and all that, and he's like he saw it right at the last second and all that. I know a lot of people, oh, it's bullshit and all that. But, you know, that's going to be the fairy tale fan, like fan haters and all that. They just want to be there, and that regardless of what, they're going to keep reading the fucking manga every week, though, because, you know, hey, that's how you get with you entitled bullshitters and all that, reading free manga. But, you know, that's just how the fuck you guys are and all that. So, at the end of the day, as always, you're reading free manga that you fucking hate and keep doing it every week and complain, you're just scum to me. That's just pretty much it, how it is and all that. Like, and I'll keep saying it near, like, every single time I get said when I like address like the fucking haters and all, and the fact that they still keep reading it after all this time and all that. Like, that's just pretty much how it is. You're just scum and you're just attention-seeking little children. So that's pretty much all it is and all I have to say. But then I guess as well, thinking about how Fairy Tail is ending and all that, I guess as well, that gives one less reason for you guys to stop bitching as well. So there you go. But I will say, definitely fast pacing for this chapter as well. But I loved every moment with like the NATSU and ZEREF stuff and all that, and the fact that like, you know, he's finally confronted and admitted that, you know, I'm your fucking brother, man. And the fact that you got someone right here whose family, who's there trying to fucking sort this shit out with you, I kind of loved how it is. It's been exactly kind of how I've been imagining going the NATSU and ZEREF fight for a while, so I'm excited to see where this goes. But let me know you guys think in the comment section down below what you thought about this Fairy Tail chapter. Like I said, I just can't stop saying enough of it. I'm really excited for what that next chapter with the Dragon Demon stuff talking about, plus everything to do with NATSU and ZEREF was fucking amazing. I loved every second of that. And the fact that August, I'm actually completely fine with the whole August thing, taking himself out. The fact that his magic was so fucking strong in this dude that his body couldn't even contain it. Like, that's kind of insane to me and all that. And I kind of wish we saw a little bit more of August and all that throughout this. And one thing I even mentioned in spoilers, like, wow, no Brandish at all. Because, like, that's a fucking important person to, like, August and, like, if anything. So I'm kind of surprised Brandish never got, like, a little bit of attention for that. So kind of curious where that went. Maybe I hope like Hero didn't at least forget about her or something like that. Maybe she might come back in another chapter or two or something. But we'll wait and see and all that, see what's going to happen. But that is all from me, everyone. Thank you as always for watching. Let me know your thought about Fairy Tail chapter in the comment section down below. But that's all from me, and I'll see you beautiful bastards next time.